a bit tricky to catch. Don't go up there, mate. Right,
Yeah.
it just can't fly.
I think it just needs a bit of space to get its flight up.
If they're cornered, then they will try and strike out with their claws, or they can even inflict a bit of a bite.
I know right away this is not going to be easy. I can't tell whether his head is hooked around something or if he's just wedging his body in that pipe. Either way, he's not moving.
This week's all-new compilation from Bondi Vet.
She doesn't like me being here, and she's keeping a very close eye.
A mother duck and her 9 newly hatched ducklings are trapped on a third-floor balcony. There's no food, water or protection from predators.
Sooner or later, someone's going to have to feed them. And I don't know what to feed them, so I thought I'd ring you guys.
Oh, here we go. A bit of eggshell there, but look at this. A nest.
Oh, amazing.
So they've obviously hatched out here,
And not,
popped up here,
yeah, and
jumped down there,
still not hurt themselves.
and still not hurt themselves. It's very common for ducks to decide to have their eggs by a swimming pool and then try to raise the ducklings in the swimming pool. But you very rarely see it 3 floors above a swimming pool. She's got close, but not quite close enough.
There's only one place for them to go, and that's 3 floors down. And I don't think they're going to survive that fall.
Without shade, the ducklings will quickly dehydrate and die.
Thanks, Barry. So let's get it comfortable with the side of the net.
The family needs an urgent change of address.
I'll come in from here and from above. Okay, girl. Just got to hope a maternal instinct takes over and she doesn't want to get away from us.
I don't know.
Chris is closing in on the mother duck and her 9 ducklings trapped on a 3rd-storey balcony. It's critical to catch Mum first so she doesn't fly off and abandon her babies.
Good one.
After a struggle, Chris secures the mother.
It's all right. It's all right.
But she's not quite finished yet.
She had a fair bit of fight. Obviously the kids aren't really, wearing her out just yet. Big hands can be very handy.
The anxious mother and ducklings are now off to the Bondi Clinic for a health check.
You can see just how far away they are from flying. That's their wing. It's tiny.
At the Bondi Clinic, Chris is giving the noisy ducklings one last examination. Chris rescued the 9 newborns and their mother from their dangerous home on a high-rise balcony.
They're so small, they are very vulnerable, and they're going to need to swim and run away from predators and going to have to keep up with Mum. I think your legs are working okay, aren't they? Mum's quite confused. You can hear her just making a few little noises, almost talking to her babies, just saying, guys, you okay? I can hear you. You're stressed. Oh, hello. And each time she makes a noise, they make a louder one back. Just keep it down a notch.
When Chris gets Mum out, she's not happy.
What was I saying? Hey, you're strong, aren't you? Just feeling it there, and she's actually in pretty good condition.
The mother duck is ready to take her brood back to the wild, but there are no guarantees about their future.
I am actually a little bit nervous about the release. Sure, they're fit, they're healthy, they're ready to go, but the harsh reality is I can't really control what happens out there in that pond. They are going to need some luck. Let's hope they've got it.
Very pretty spot.
Beautiful.
Fair bit of cover and so on.
Yeah, so if they don't really like in the water, they can always come out
Through here.
Chris and Barry from Wires are at a park to return the rescued ducks to the wild.
What's good about this is that it's not too overpopulated with birds. There are no predators of theirs, so all of the species here are pretty placid. They should welcome our new additions with open arms. Oh, that's their first ever time they've been in water, and they're amazing swimmers. It's incredible, isn't it?
So now it's the moment of truth as Chris anxiously watches the new residents settle in.
Oh, a bit of a scuffle. Oh, jeez. They're actually attacking them. Hey.
Jeez.
They're actually attacking them.
At the lake, Chris is facing his worst nightmare. The mother is under attack and her ducklings are left defenceless.
Hey! There's obviously a massive territorial battle going on. The worry is that one of those bigger ducks will actually have a go at one of the ducklings, and one good peck could really seriously damage one of those ducklings or even kill it. Should they try to drown it? Just give them some back though.
The mother duck is fighting for her family.
Go, Mum. Adopted a bit of a defensive position for her.
All of a sudden, the attack ends. Amazingly, several other adult ducks have stepped in to help protect the newcomers.
For some reason, they're bonded with her instantly, and they're really helping her out. It's good to see. It just shows you just how strong her maternal instinct is. She's willing to fight as strong as she possibly can just to protect them. For those ducklings, she's the best ally they could ever hope for.
It was up here when I rang you, but she's over in the factory now.
She's gone in the factory. All right, we might go in and have a bit of a look. Where did you see her last?
Right there.
Peregrine. It's a young bird. Guess that it's probably just left the nest, and why it's in here and why it's not flying, don't know.
I knew it was a falcon, but I didn't realise it would be a peregrine though. That was a bit of a surprise, that. After all the years of being here, I've never seen one of these birds around here.
Thought he wouldn't last the night if he got away, so we're really happy to see you guys come down and pick him up.
That left wing's dropped. It's flying, but you can see there that that left wing's hanging out. Now, that could mean that he's actually copped a hit, and therefore the wing drops down because it's sore. We need to have a look at him.
Got him trapped up there.
No problems with his legs. He's quick, he's agile. As soon as we get near him, he darts down and he's under the cupboards and then he's up and he's jumping across and a bit tricky to catch. Don't go up there, mate. Right,
Yeah.
it just can't fly.
I think it just needs a bit of space to get its flight up. Yeah, we're right, mate. Cheers.
Yeah, I realised that he wasn't going far, just the way he's scratching himself and trying to flap his wings. To be sitting around, especially in a yard like ours, is unusual.
He's running around like a rat.
He's looking up at you.
Finally, Tim and Obi managed to capture the exhausted falcon.
Is he all right? Oh, he's got the feet straight up. So after a bit of a struggle, the bird is in and under everything, we got him. And then we need to have a look at him. Oh, what's that? Is that an injury?
Not sure what that is.
It's strange at the moment, he's really quiet, but he's just scared. He's petrified, he's lost, he's in a factory. I would guess that he's not long left mum and dad and fledged from the nest, and it's quite common for a lot of birds that he's just struggling.
The falcon will be taken back to the Australian Reptile Park for further tests. But first, Tim wants to introduce the intruder to the factory owners.
They were peeping through the door. Have you got him? Have you got him? I think they'd like to see him.
He looks as though he's undernourished, yeah?
Yeah, he is. Have you seen mum and dad at all?
No.
No?
No. There's a seagulls go over every evening, but I've never seen
No.
one. I've been here 50 years, I've never seen one.
Yeah. No worries. Can you see him locked on there? Once that vision locks onto something, he's on it. He doesn't move. The body pivots and the neck stays still. All right, well, he's lucky anyway. We'll give him a bit of food and get him back up and then we'll let him go.
For that.
No worries. Thanks for the call.
No worries.
See ya.
Yeah, we just felt really sad that he looked really helpless. Yeah, at least it's got a good ending.
Come on, mate. We'll get you home. Come on, mate. Are you going to play nice?
At the Australian Reptile Park, Tim and Obi have returned with the peregrine falcon they rescued from a local factory.
It's a standoff. Can you do me a favour? Just let him see you through the back.
Just put my finger in there.
Turn around, mate. Maybe put your face there. That's uglier. Turn around, buddy. There we go. Good boy.
All right.
Yep. He's got to have a name. What's your name, mister? Oh, right. Yeah, I got that. Squawky. His name's Squawky.
Tim is concerned the malnourished Squawky may be suffering from an injured wing.
Down at the factory, I saw something under that one. Yeah, do you want to hold his head for one sec? See that? It doesn't look like... I think it's just a bit of poo.
So Squawky's been cleared of any structural damage, but he's not happy with his new friends.
Squawky's a handful. He is noisy. Much as I love him, it hurts my ears.
Oh, you don't like Uncle Obi? Oh, no, I don't like him either. Don't look at him, man. You don't have to look at him. You don't have to look at him, that's it.
Come on, mate.
What Squawky needs now is rest and food. But will he accept Tim's hospitality?
There you go.
I reckon you could hand feed him.
Yeah, we'll try. So, I didn't think he'd be a part of hand feeding. Here you go. The way they hunt is they can fly at 300 k's an hour and they ram into, let's say, a pigeon and he stuns it, he then grabs it with his talons, he'll fly with the pigeon to a perch and then pick pieces off. Go on. You got to learn how to do this, mate. Maybe that's your problem. I'm trying to give him a bit of food, but he's a bit freaked out from the whole thing, but I persisted. Good boy. Ah, look at that. It's all right. Hey, it's like he took a big breath. And he realises this dude's not going to hurt me. And he's taking food, and that's what we want. We want him to eat. There you go. There you go. He is starving. He's eaten twice what we'd expect a bird of prey to eat on any given day, so he really needed this food. He was very lucky that people found him and that we found him, because fox, cat, it was a one-way street for him down there. We'll leave this here for you. There you go. We'll see you tomorrow. You get some rest. Hi, mate. You look good and healthy. It's been long enough, mate. It's time for you to go. It's been a couple of weeks and Squawky is a different bird. Good bird. To start with, he was weak and he was a young bird and, put simply, just couldn't fend for himself. He didn't find enough food. So that was an easy case to fix because we provided food, shelter, a bit of TLC, and he's strong. I can feel you're stronger. Hey. We know a beautiful little spot that's only about 1 kilometre away from where we actually captured him. We're going to let him go there because it's a good spot. We know there's birds around, which is what falcons eat, and it's just a good environment where there's no cats, there's no cars, and it's the best start for him. Here we go. Hey, he knows. The ultimate goal is for Squawky to get over this little hurdle and then find a mate, have chicks of his own, and that's what it's all about. 1, 2, 3. Up he goes, keep going. Look at him go all the way.
Straight through the bushes and gone.
No stopping. That was good. That Maggie come right down, try and hit him. Yeah. That was good, but to start with, I thought he was going down.
He just pluttered.
Yep, he picked up. Well, that's nice to let him go.
Yep.
Not every day we get to do that. And he took off, no looking back. How good does that feel?
Clean, isn't it?
Clean, yeah.
All right, I'm Chris, this is Barry.
Oh, nice to meet you.
You too. What have we got here?
We were a bit worried. We didn't know what it was. We didn't want to get bitten or anything like that, so we thought we'd better bring the professionals and get them to come out and have a look at it.
As Chris and wildlife expert Barry try to corral the home intruder, they're relieved to find out they're hunting a water dragon and not a snake.
Water dragons generally aren't dangerous, except when they're threatened. If they're cornered, then they will try and strike out with their claws, or they can even inflict a bit of a bite. In that case, I'll be turning the camera off straight away, obviously mopping up the blood and pretending that never happened. You hot, Barry? It's hot in here, isn't it? Okay. Okay, buddy. Just think of a nice, cool, calm little stream, pond, calm, relaxing music. Ignore the big hand that's about to come in. Probably the only concern is the fact that he's pretty placid. He didn't put up much of a fight there, which, you know, in the short term is a good thing, but long term you want him to be actually pretty feisty, because that usually implies that he's healthy. But thank your landlords for the hospitality? We'll say goodbye?
See ya. Bye.
It's a built-up environment. We've got dogs, we've got people, we've got cars. That's not safe for him to be around. We'll take him back to the clinic and give him a good once-over and really make sure he's ready to be released. And if he is, then I've got the perfect spot in mind. See you later.
See you later, mate.
All right, so it's a brown snake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stick your hand in, go for it.
At the Bondi Clinic, Chris is attempting to scare vet nurse Liesl. But she's just not biting.
No, I'm glad. Really.
Cute animal, no lie.
Yeah, of course. You're beautiful.
It does have little teeth. Massive tongue. Look at that.
I don't know if you're his type.
You can just play it slow first of all.
I think so. Maybe dinner first.
I'm looking for a few things here, most importantly the gum colour. I want to make sure that he's nice and pink. That just tells me that his circulation's working well and that he's got enough nutrients. You can tell a lot about his level of hydration too. If he's lacking in saliva or if his saliva is very dry and tacky, then he's going to be really dehydrated. Whereas here he's got quite a bit of saliva floating around. And if... that really hurts. Really hurts. That's all right. It was the tongue thing, wasn't it? It was the kiss. His teeth are fine. They're working really well, actually. Really well. So that reassures me that everything's going to be okay. But it really hurts. Probably sticking your finger inside a water dragon's mouth isn't the best idea. Maybe if you come across one at home, don't do that. I know you can hear the water, but that's not your kind of water. It's salty.
The water dragon's been given a clean bill of health, and Chris is now very happy to release him.
Don't mind it, huh? Can you hear the other guys?
The snappy lizard's new address is prime leafy real estate close to the harbour.
Our time together must come to an end. This will be perfect for him. It's really his all-you-can-eat buffet. And we know he can eat. He eats very well. Shake hands and apologise? No. Seems pretty content.
Dad's got the snake and hopefully he's holding on and Tim will hurry up and come and save us.
What do you got?
Oh.
I think it could be a python. Oh, spot on. This is where you found him?
Yeah. It's just his tail was sticking out.
This is going to be a pretty big snake. You can only see the end of him. Well, I can see it's a diamond python. That part's easy. What I can't see is how I'm going to get it out of there. I don't want him to get down the pipe. Not sure where it goes. If it rains, he could drown. Worst case scenario, he'll pop up through the toilet. Who knows?
Get him out, thanks.
Okay. I'm going to start, and just one bit at a time. You can't pull too hard because all the little vertebrae in the back, you don't want to hear them crack.
Yep.
So it's just a little bit at a time. Oh. I know right away this is not going to be easy. I can't tell whether his head is hooked around something or if he's just wedging his body in that pipe. Either way, he's not moving.
Wow. I didn't realise they were so strong.
Yep, very strong. I don't know how I'm going to get him out.
Come on.
Oh. Every time I pull and then I relax, he takes back what I've got.
At a family home next to the Australian Reptile Park, Tim is struggling to rescue an obstinate diamond python which has firmly wedged itself in a drain pipe.
Yeah, we wanted this diamond python moved, hopefully into the bush, so then it can't hurt our chickens, or we've also got dogs too that we don't want the dogs to get the snake either. So hopefully we'll get him out and he'll be right.
Come on!
I'm trying, guys.
Look at it wrapped up around Tim's arm.
I'm struggling. I'm in full sun. My arms are starting to shake. I can see sweat dripping off my nose.
Here, Tim, may as well get comfy.
Hey, thank you. Oh, that's better. My arms are shaky and sore.
Well, I'm no good.
After more than 10 minutes, Tim is losing the battle to get the trapped snake out.
Really? I might get you to run over to the park.
Yep.
And ask for Billy, please.
Bill.
Yep, and just ask him to come over.
No worries, we'll be back in a
Thank
sec.
you. I'm going to call in reinforcements. The last thing I want is for this snake to slip, and he's gone. I can't get him then, or it's going to be a lot harder. I'm calling Billy. Hey, mate. Have a go at him. Grab on. My arms are jelly. Thanks, mate.
Jelly?
They're jelly.
How's it strengthen it?
Yep.
Diamond pythons, these things are strong. We've got a serious fight on our hands.
Strong?
Yeah, man.
I've got an idea, mate. I think we pour a bit of water down there. It's not going to hurt him.
Yep.
But it might make it slippery. Might give us the advantage.
Sounds good.
You ready for a bit of water?
Yep.
Okay, coming now. So I hit him with the hose and he starts to move. And maybe now we're up to half the snakes out of the pipe. But again, he's locked in.
You want to jump in again?
Yes, no worries. There's a worry if we pull too hard, we could break his back, separate his vertebra. We don't want to do that. Come on.
I'll give you a bit of a spray.
Good.
Billy is now putting water down the pipe in the hope of flushing out the stubborn intruder.
This is a diamond python, which they get fairly large, up to 3 metres. I'm guessing that this fella's going to be 2 metres over. Okay, he's moving. Look how big he is, kids. He just keeps coming. He's loosened up and he's coming out. Last bit. Look, he's got a bit of skin off on his neck there. And all of a sudden the head pops out and there he is. Have a look at him. Do you think he was that big?
Yeah.
You did? What a battle, but we've got him. Well, that was the hardest python I have ever caught. Diamond pythons must surely be one of the most beautiful pythons in the world. They're only found around the Sydney region and east coast of Australia. Now this male, he'd be out in search of a female or a feed, but the sun's come up. He needs to find somewhere to hide. He doesn't want to be out and vulnerable. He's found the pipe, picked a bad spot. Can you think of a name for him?
What about Peter the Python?
Peter the Python. Okay, Peter the Python it is.
Okay, let him go!
Let's go and let him go. Come with me. Clint takes us to a beautiful spot just off to the side of his property. Beautiful forest, a nice creek, perfect diamond python habitat, and we let him go. Everyone have a quick pat, say see you, Pete.
See you,
There we go. Pete the python is happy now. He's had a stressful day, but he's out now and he's back in his natural habitat. Hey, what are you going to do if you find another snake?
Go to him.
Call me. Don't you catch him. Let's go.
It's a good spot because you've got the forest next door, so plenty of wildlife.
Yeah.
Where?
Where are they? Where are they? They up here?
Oh, right, so they're in here. But whatever's in the walls, it's making them move out of some of the rooms. They can't go in there, it's noisy. I need to find it. So, and you hear them from inside?
Yep.
Okay.
And it just sounds like mummy birds brought back some food for the babies and they all start squeaking.
If they were birds and it was mum and dad, you should see them coming and going pretty regularly and you haven't seen anything?
I haven't seen anything, no, but if you could rehome them somewhere that's safe for them in a nice environment that we've got a cat. I don't want them to get eaten or anything like that, so.
So we know whatever it is most active at night, and it's probably nocturnal. Now, I've got a good hunch on what it's going to be, but whatever it is, I've got to get it out. Do you want to help me? Do you want to have a go? Do you want to have a go? I think that was a no. All right. These poor people, I come around to have a look at their animals, and I mentioned to them I'm not a builder, which is just as well because this house is coming down. There's your drain.
Oh, lovely. Might be a good time to clean it. Maybe some bushfires.
Oh, the gutters aren't bad, so someone's been good.
That's my lovely dad.
All right. I might start at this one, hey?
Just make sure no little mice or anything.
Oh, I can see something there now.
I've found them. They're not mice and they're not birds.
Look up under there.
Oh! Oh, cute.
Okay, so I can see one.
Oh, yeah, I see him now. Oh, he's just there.
As I thought, we've got a family of microbats living just up inside the cavity.
Now, he's behind this one, which is okay. So what we might actually do is now work at getting this top one off.
He's about the size of a little mouse. As long as he doesn't, he's going to drop on me.
A little microbat, it's tucked right up the top. Geez, you're rougher than me. And for a little animal, they've got big teeth. Holy moly.
Is there more?
Oh, is there more? Have a look at this. There we go, so... Yeah, can you see now? Look at that.
Oh, I can hear them. Oh, yeah, there's one. Oh, there's a whole...
Yep, a whole little colony of them. The bats are going to have to come out.
Oh, they're starting to wake up.
And if they're not relocated, they could pose a threat to the family. Don't get me wrong, I love bats, but they can carry a virus called lyssavirus, and it can be fatal to humans. It's a form of rabies. And for little Amber, who's at that age where she's poking around in places she probably shouldn't be, it's a real worry. We've got to be quick because these little guys are starting to wake up. They're in there because it's dark. I've just given it daylight and they're beginning to get active. So I've got to be careful and just get one at a time. Okay. I've got one.
Oh, cool.
Okay, are they sitting? Yeah. Look at that. That's it.
So cute.
Full grown. Look at that little face, full of teeth.
Yes.
I'm going to put them in the bag and go again. So there's one. They will climb up. That's it. Thank you. Okay, there's 1, 2. Look at that. Another 2. Oh, mate, they're so fragile. Okay, so that's 3. Come on, little guy. I don't want to hurt you. Okay, oh, he's a cranky one. Another 2.
He's awake.
Look at that. That's a pretty cute little face. Hey, it's all right, mate. 5. What's that, number 6? Oh. So far, I've managed to remove 6 bats. Oh, he's up high, that little guy. But there's still 1 left, and this fella doesn't want to go without a fight. Come on, little guy. Okay, a little bit more. Gotcha. Got him. Look at that. And look for their size, look at the attitude they've got. Isn't that beautiful?
Like tissue paper.
Yep. Stay here, matey. Not afraid to bite.
They can hear him.
Listen. Hear that? With all the bats removed, I now need to find how the tiny trespassers got into Natalie's home. So this is a little bat highway. I can see right where they're coming in, straight through the side. And then you can see where they climb up, tiny little claw marks. And beneath that is a heap of droppings. If we block these holes, at least that means this particular access point's stopped. They're just sneaking through a couple of cracks. So now, it's important that I fix them. If I don't, more bats will come and use that site. That's not good for the bats, and it's not safe for the family.
Are you supervising?
All right. So this will work temporarily, and you guys might just need a tube of that gap filler.
Sure. Good on you.
Yeah, I'm glad we got them all. I'm going to take the bats back to the reptile park. I've blocked off their home. If I leave them there, they won't survive. I need to bring them back and give them the care they need. Jeez, it's pretty heavy, isn't it? Heavy. It's heavy, yeah. You're a good helper. They can ride in the front with me.
Bye-bye, bats.
Bye.
Good girl.
Bye.
They're gone. Gone.
Hello, little guys. They're so small. Back at the park, they'll get the care and attention they need until I can find them a suitable home. Look at that. I can see here that they're not bent-wing bats. So my thinking now is that we're at a chocolate wattled bat. Now I've identified them, it's time they get a new home. For the time being, anyway. Here you go. Bats like to feel safe. They're little, they're vulnerable. They're a little snack pack for an owl or a kookaburra. So when they hide, they want to be compressed, they want to be tight. So the things that I've provided there allow them to either get right up inside a beanie, to get in a dark box and tuck away. He is so cranky. Look at that, for a little guy, they sure pack a punch. Hey, I wouldn't like to be an insect. There you go, buddy. I want you to go up in there with your mate. Tucked up, safe and sound, I reckon it's time they got a housewarming present. What bat doesn't love a juicy mealworm? Microbats are insectivorous. That means they eat little insects. Now, I've got a bowl of mealworms and they'll feast on that overnight. Now, I'm going to keep them here for a little while and eventually they'll go back to the wild.
If you guys loved that video, great. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel below. That way.